Okay, hello, my name is Kevin and I'm going to present to you our team final project for this talent show number 1. So first, we are group number 19 and our team member include Justin, Mark, Brian, and Yanting. Okay, so just to summarize what our application does is that it tries to solve the problem of having all this ingredient but not knowing what to cook or what recipe to follow. Okay, so we attempt to solve this by letting the user simply input their ingredients or take a picture of it, and then we will generate the recipe that you can follow. Okay, so first I will walk through our UI mockup. So big shout out to Justin for creating this beautiful design. It's a simple and straightforward and really deliver the ideas that our group gathered together. Starting with the landing page, we will have a search engine that user can input what kind of ingredient that they have or take a picture of it and then we generate it to text. From that, we will give our recipe recommendation and then you can also save them as your favorite and we will have a list of it. Okay. So of course, when we're dealing with food, there must be allergies and preferences. Okay, so we will have our profile page very similar to the one that we did for the labs. Here user can set their food preferences and then we will try our best to let the AI learn these preferences and generate the recipe based on this. Okay, so moving on to our MVVM model. Model view and view model. So this is our view. So these are basically the app screens that the user interact with based on the Figma design. So we have the result fragment that show recipe search results based on what the user type. Recipe detail fragments show the information for a specific recipe when the user selected them. A favorite fragment list that save recipes, and finally the camera fragment that let the user capture ingredients. Okay. So each of this screen is connected to a view model which hold and manage data shown on the screen. Each of the view models requests data from repositories and expose it as live data, meaning if the data change, the UI will automatically update. So the user can see the real-time result without us having to manually refreshing everything. Okay, so the repository is the part that talks to both of our backend and our local database. It sends the user search input into our Fast API backend, which then uses the Gemini API to generate the recipe suggestions. It then receives the generated recipe data and passes it back to the view model. It also saves and retrieves the user favorites using room database, which store data locally on the device. The model define what a recipe look like. So for example, we have title, ingredient, and instructions. It also include the DAO that handle inserting, deleting, or loading favorite recipe from the local database. So it might be a bit hard to understand if I just tell you like that. So I will show you the diagram that we have now. So at the very top, we have the main activity which manage navigation between fragments. Each of the fragments, like result, favorite, or recipe details, they have their own view models. The view models will then talk to the repositories to get or save data. The repositories communicate with external system, our Fast API backend, which connect to Gemini for AI-generated recipes and SQLite for local storage. Okay, so that is it for our diagram. So right now I will show you a quick demonstration of our application. Okay, so as you can see here, everything in the Figma is already implemented. Although not all of the function is working though, but we do have a search bar over here where you can type in your ingredients. The camera feature here, which is in development for the future. Okay, so moving on, we in the menu you can see find new recipes, favorite recipes, and profile. In the favorite recipe, we attempt to put a list of our recipe that the user liked. So this is just an example. If you click inside, you can see the ingredient listed, the method of cooking, the time, and how many serving are there. So the profile, as I mentioned before, is purely based on our lab. So we can edit it, changing pictures. You can set dietary restriction, favorite cuisines. So everything is in this profile, and we try our best to let the AI learn this and then make the recipe based on their preferences. So that it is what we have at the moment. So for the project tell and show number 2, we are expecting everything to be done and also some further development of the app. So just by looking at the basic of it, we think there is a lot of potential for this application and a lot of branches that we can go to. So that will be revealed in the project 7 show 2. So some ideas include the TA suggestion, which is very creative, that we can make it into like a TikTok stroll where user can take a quick look what they are making before and then keep scrolling until they find what they desire. So and of course this can come with a lot of opportunity behind it if we can follow it like TikTok, such as advertisement and also user interactions where families and friends, they can share their recipe to each other. Okay. Furthermore, there's also another way that we can do, such as connecting it to something like MyFitnessPal, where the customer, they can track their calories intake, their macros. So based on that, we can help to choose the right meal for their nutrient diet needs as well. So it's also a very creative idea. So we have a lot of ideas that we can turn this into, but at the moment we are also working on a really cool features that we call it a virtual fridge. So it is a feature that allow user to input the ingredient, like what they put it in, what day they're having it, so we can help them to track for expiry date. So this is just a small feature right now. We just put it because we're not sure how much time that we have. But yes, we can use this to also make like a prioritized recipe where we suggest the customer to use all of these ingredients first before they expire to avoid wasting food. Okay, I can also quickly show you the Figma design that our team is having for this features. So very simple and similar to the favorite list, where we help you to list out all the items. Very simple features to delete or adding them, so make it very useful and easy to use. So yeah, for now that is our ideas and that is what we have. And also this is our group work. So we divided the work very evenly between everyone based on their personal strength and preferences. So we also design a Scrum meetings every day to update on how is everyone doing and accepting new idea and designs. So overall, our team, we have a clear vision of what the project tell and show is gonna look like, and a vision for our apps. So far is that's everything we have, and thank you very much for listening.